no secret. It's plain to see. And I love you. And you love me. It's no secret. You know it's true. You love me. And I love you. The only time we seem to meet is in the middle of the night. Only then can I feel your heartbeat. Till something's not right. Together I see you and me, always and all time. But not everyone would agree. To them it's a crime. It's no secret. It's plain to see. Yes, I love you. And you love me. And it's no secret. You know it's true. You love me. Yes, I love you. Each day I think of you, looking for some sign that you feel the same way too. And I know you're mine. We can't use no telephone, but others can hear. And all I get is a dial tone, but the message is clear. It's no secret. And it's plain to see. Yes, I love you.
Hey guys, hey, Christy Asherbrander here. I'm the Angel Lady and I help people move beyond their limits. You guys, I don't know if y'all saw, but I just about had a panic attack because I was getting ready to go live and I saw Tyler Henry's little face pop up down at the bottom of the screen. And I was like messaging my husband, like, oh my God. So still trying to catch my breath from that. And it's about 1,000 degrees in this room. So it is negative 37 with a wind chill here in upstate New York, and it's really cold. And I turned the heat up earlier because I just took a nap because I needed a nap. I got to rest. And I got up and I came into my workspace here, and it's about 1,000 degrees because the heat keeps running because it's so cold outside. So it's another Fireside Friday, and I'm excited to be here. I tried to do my usual Facebook messages with Spirit, and for some reason it turned into card readings and other stuff. I don't even know what happened, but it wouldn't even work at all. So tonight I'm running off from data because I'm just worried that it's just not going to work right. So I'm here. We're going to do messages with Spirit. I have Grandma's ring on. I'm excited to be here. I'm a little nervous now that he might pop back in. My stomach's kind of flopping over itself. So tell me, how are you guys tonight? What's going on? What's happening? How's your week been? It's been a whole week since I've been here to see all y'all. All right. So hi, Jocelyn. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Jill. Hello, Christy. Oh, that's me. Just kidding. My wonderful husband, William, of course, is here. And Renee, you guys. I have more followers in 8 weeks on Fireside than I have in my entire career on Facebook. So I'm super excited about that too. So thank you so much for showing up here every week with me. It's always my same peeps. Thank you so much. How exciting. I'm still trying to figure this out. They changed the app again. All right, so I'm at the messages. Jocelyn wants to talk. Let's bring, you brought Renee. Oh, it's that Renee. Jocelyn wants to talk. So we're going to put her on because I know she has a show that she comes, shit. I didn't mean to say shit. That comes up like in 20 minutes, I think, or 15 minutes. So what's up, Jocelyn? How are you?
Hi. Hello. What's up? How are you guys? Yeah, I was just wanted to pop in and say hi real quick and see how is it going for you?
It's great. I'm trying to invite you to video, but it's not popping up, so I don't know if you're getting the invitation or not. But 8 weeks. 8 weeks. This is my 8th week in a row, and it's still a little sketchy, like trying to use the app and everything. But I'm figuring it out day by day. It's been fun. It's been really, really fun. I'm just still trying to figure out how to get more people on here when I am actually live. But
I mean, yeah, that's just your own marketing. I mean, I feel the same way too. But I'm like you, where it's like every time I log in, I just seem to have more and more people following me, and
that's
in like
amazing.
and in the insane kind of way, like I literally was just talking about this either on Twitter Spaces or a Clubhouse about how like I'm on Fireside the least, yet it's where I have the most followers. So it's just
Great.
interesting. So then that basically just kind of motivates me to continue to come back every week for my show on Friday afternoons. And my co-host and I, yeah, we just basically decided like, okay, we're just gonna come through every time, like, and yeah, it's gonna be in a few minutes. And we're gonna today we're talking about a couple movies that just came out called one's You People and Wakanda Forever because I just watched them this week. So yeah, just
Oh, nice.
excited. And yeah, and it's almost like that tiny but mighty aspect where it's like, yeah, I'm here the least, but I mean, I have the most followers, so it's fun. So I'm glad you're still here.
It is a lot of fun, and it is motivating to see the people following. I wonder if they're just like kind of watching the replays or what's going on there. But it's just like I'm so grateful because it was Tyler Henry that had posted to his social medias that he was going to Fireside to do this stuff, and I was like, well, if he's going there, then so am I. So I'm going to try it out,
Right.
and it's been great.
Yeah,
It's been great. I feel like I'm building a family here. The same people that show up every week, and it's just a lot of fun.
absolutely. Yeah, and I know I that's my little humble brag with you was like I was on your first show because when you didn't even know it. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Yeah, so happy to be
You
here.
were my first show. You brought me
And like
messages from my pops.
very nice, very fun. But yeah, and you helped me connect with an old school friend of mine, so I appreciate that. That was like really, and honestly, it came at a time where I needed it too, so it was great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you.
Yeah, and I do the simultaneous cast too, where like it goes onto my YouTube and my Twitch, which again are platforms that I'm not even like that savvy on. But then at this point, it's like just put the content. And what I'm realizing now more than ever in this like heavy content like society or not culture that we live in, it's like people love like the unedited, the uncensored, like you and your raw self, just you know what I mean, like being human. And that's what's great, because a lot of people get so overwhelmed with content. They're like, oh, I gotta have like a background and hair and makeup and the best camera and da 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 da. And it's like, no, not really. You just kind of like have to show up and be willing to do it, And so like when people do it, it's like it's a great thing. So yeah.
For sure, your vibe attracts your tribe.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Well, thanks for popping on and saying hello. I appreciate it. What's the name of your show again? I know it's like 420 something, but.
Well, no, it's at 4:20 p.m. on Fridays because that's my birth. That's when I was born. So I was born on a Friday at 4:20 p.m. And like a lot of like astrology, human design, all that stuff. It's like you should know when you were born, and so that's why this is my way of kind of like celebrating knowing that. So it's not even like a 420 thing, but it's Laugh with Comedians. It's like me and Jeffrey Keller, we're two comedians, and we just have a conversation. It's casual, it's candid, and anyone's welcome to join. So yeah, but awesome. Good to see you again.
Thank you. Thanks for hanging out. All right. That was fun. Thanks, Jocelyn, for hanging out. You guys, please go check out her show. I haven't yet, just because I have 500 million things going on, but it is my intention to go check out Jocelyn's show and Jill's show and Anthony's show. I do have good intentions behind it. It's just sometimes I just get really a lot busy. All right. So messages from Spirit. Who hasn't heard a message from Spirit yet from me? I know Renee is one. I'm not sure about, is that Christina Floria? I think it is. I'm not sure about Melissa. Melissa, your face looks so familiar to me, but it's like so tiny. I can't tell if I know you. It's really, if I've done a reading for you before. Let's see. I see Williams. Hi, everyone. She'll be here momentarily. Brought. Yes, Renee is here. Renee is new. How about you, Melissa? Are you new? Are you able to chat? Let's bring Renee up. Let's mess with Renee. I don't know Renee, but I know she's Jenny's good friend, and we love Jenny. So I'm inviting Renee. You have to come to camera, darling. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. Renee. Renee, Renee, Renee. And you guys, if you don't want a message from Spirit, I can always pull a card for you, because I'm really great at that too. There she is. Wow, she's in the same spot Jenny was in too. I hear her laughing. Jenny, shh.
Hi.
Hi, Jenny. Jenny. Oh, who's the kitty? Kitty.
The kitty nobody sees.
What kitty is that? I know it's not CJ, because he'd be going, wow.
Oh no, he's over here.
Hi, Renee. It's nice to meet you.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. I hear so much about you.
I bet. Jenny likes to talk.
For somebody who's deaf.
Right? Sometimes people like to talk just to hear themselves, but however, Jenny, I don't know.
She has a lot to say.
She has always had a lot to say. I've known her since I was, I think, 14, and you could hear her coming down the hallways because she's always had that same laugh. Like, my God. You always knew when Jenny was coming.
Oh, boy.
Talking trash about Jenny. So, hi, Renee. Do you have any loved ones that you'd like to talk to? You're allowed one or two. And I'll do my best. I'm human. I make mistakes. I hope Jenny has forced you to watch some of my videos sometimes.
She has. She has. I'm a little scared. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, there's no reason to be afraid.
Well, everybody is passed in my family. I am the last one. Mostly I was closest to my grandmother.
Okay, what was her name? Or what is her name?
Rita.
Does Rita have a last name?
Shaw.
Shaw. Okay, you had to think about that.
I had to remember which one she wanted to use.
Okay. Doesn't matter to her, honestly. All right.
I'm
So
sure she only has one name where she is.
do you got tissues? And I'm going to ask
do.
my husband while he's listening if he has his tissues, because the grandma readings always get them.
Well, she's a different kind of grandma.
I'm sorry?
She's a different kind of grandma.
Okay. Well, let's see what I can get. How long's it been since she's passed? That doesn't really matter. I'm just curious.
17 years. 16
17.
years.
16? Okay.
Yeah.
Rita Shaw. What's going on, Rita Shaw? Come on. Come on, William's grandma. Kathleen, help Rita come through. We make a joke about her being the spirit coordinator. She helps me out here. So it's really interesting because I go to physical therapy every week, and there's this sweetest little old lady that comes in. She's the tiniest little thing, and she literally has like that quintessential grandma voice, and it's a very, very specific, like I've never heard it before in my life, except for like in the movies, right? And that's what I'm hearing right now, trying to connect to your grandma.
You are.
She had a very, very distinct grandma voice, and I feel like she had it her entire life, and she had to wait until she was old for it to match her. Like it was like almost like a joke in the family. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if she loved the color purple too. I just keep seeing purple.
Yeah, somewhat.
Okay. So the purple, if that doesn't fit, it could be that she really liked to wear, like I'm a sweater girl. I love to wear sweaters. So necessarily it doesn't necessarily have to be a sweater, but she really liked to put things together, like, you know, a nice shirt and a scarf, or slacks and a shirt. Like she had to be matchy, like things had to look put together. Does that make sense to you?
She was a designer. She was a clothing designer.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense why she's showing me the scarf with the sweater and the slacks, and everything had to go together.
Absolutely.
She also shows me something very specific about her fingers. I don't know if she had like callus on her fingers. If she was a designer, did she sew a lot?
She had arthritis in her hands before she passed, and they stopped her from doing a lot of things.
Okay, that makes sense.
And she was very angry about that because that was her livelihood. That's why she's showing me
her hands.
Yep,
okay.
Her hands.
That makes sense. She was very spunky, very outspoken. Didn't put up with guff. So guff is not a word that I would use. So I don't know if that's if she didn't like to say didn't put up with shit, like shit wouldn't be something that she would use. She would like, I'm not going to put up with your guff.
Yeah. Yep.
And I feel like she was, I mean, not a very, like the woman that's in my mind that I see at physical therapy is so tiny, like just had these little tiny arms. Like I don't feel like she was like that, but I feel like she was small in stature, but mighty in spirit. Does that make sense to you?
Well, now I'm wondering if you got my grandmother's mother, but my grandmother was very small when she was younger, but she was tall. She was a model.
Okay. Lost in translation.
That's okay. That's okay. We all like to be small.
She was showing me like these little tiny arms that this lady has, and I was like, well, okay.
She might be witching.
Don't we all wish? So she's bringing Jenny to the forefront. So I don't know if she knew Jenny specifically, or if Jenny has the same spirit that your grandmother had. Okay, she's showing me the connection between the two of them. So I don't know if you watched Jenny's reading previously, but I do. She's bringing it to the forefront that I had told Jenny that the relationship between you and her were companions for life. So
we are.
Some people are like, oh my God, like, you know, is it a romantic relationship? It's not that at all. It's just like, you're like two peas in a pod, Thelma and Louise, without driving off the cliff. Like you guys have so much fun together. And Fun that the both of you needed so very much. So it's like your grandmother's coming forward and saying she's really proud of you for stepping outside of what everyone else wanted you to do. Because everyone else wanted you to stay put. They didn't want you to go on this adventure or to do anything that you were doing before you started traveling with Jenny, right? She says I have goosebumps all over my body. It's like you have her backbone. She's showing me her backbone. So you were very brave. And I have goosebumps so bad. She's so proud.
I was so worried she was mad at me.
No, she's so proud of you because even though you did something different than what she would have chosen for you, she was so proud that you literally could tell everyone to get lost. Like, this is your life and you're going to do it. So in the way that she grew up, she had to really fight for anything that she wanted to do. Because she was a woman and she was supposed to get married and have a family and do all these things, which she obviously did, but she was told that she wasn't going to be able to juggle these things, that women didn't do these things. And she was just like, to hell I can't. You watch me. And she's so proud of you and the spirit that you have inside of you and wanting to go out and going and have these adventures and do these things. I don't know what it is you do for work. I don't think Jenny has ever told me, but she did tell me that you kind of have to go.
I'm a babysitter.
Babysitter. That's amazing. You get paid to watch children? That like
No, Jenny.
Oh, okay. Y'all are assholes.
No.
Just kidding.
Oh my God, I would never make it as a babysitter of children.
Okay, so you're a Jenny sitter. I understand. Okay. So, but she's saying like she's so proud of you of like she's showing me like spots on the map that you're going to travel to. So I don't think that you're going to stay south. I feel like you're going to travel to other places. So, beaches though, like always beaches. But I don't know if you had it in your heart to like travel to Arizona, but like she's showing me you guys going to Arizona. So also Colorado, was that another spot on your trip?
I'd like to go to Colorado. My daughter's going to move to Colorado.
Okay, so maybe that's why she's bringing up the Colorado.
Hopefully not in the winter.
Right. I mean, how warm is it there right now? You want to talk about
Warmer
winter?
than northern New York.
It's negative 37, so it's a wee bit chilly out there. The dogs don't even want to go outside. It's been poor William has had such a hard time. But anyway, I digress. Let's go back to Grandma. Grandma, I feel like she's very proud of herself and the name that she built and the things that she did. Whether she was like a common household name or not, she felt like she did something really great in her lifetime. And she was worried that you wouldn't have that same feeling. Now, not meaning that you would find work or find some greatness in your life that you were proud of, but just doing something that filled your heart. And what you're doing right now is filling your heart. Because I feel like you and Jenny are coming together to be able to mend each other, right? And a lot of people maybe view Jenny as running away from the situation, right? But what the reality is she finally put herself first. And Grandma's saying that about you too. You finally put yourself first, not first.
It was hard. It was really hard, but we have.
She's super proud of you. And I feel like she would have really liked to have driven your RV there. Like she would have had a good time trying not to crash into things because I feel like she wasn't so great at.
She had her own RV.
She had her own RV?
Yes, she did.
Is yours bigger?
No, I think mine's bigger. Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm 59 feet when I'm in full tow. I think she was 20.
And you let Jenny drive that thing?
No.
Okay.
No.
Sorry, Jenny.
She drove her Jeep behind.
Nice. Yeah, actually, William was asking me because we saw a couple of Jeeps this morning, and he's like, "Did Jenny drive her Jeep to down south, like to Florida?" And I was like, "Yeah,
We
into
towed
her
it. Yep,
Jeep.
we towed it
She would
down.
never leave that thing behind."
No,
Um,
she wouldn't.
so most grandmas are like, I say that they're hard to do because there's so many things that you can put, even not as a psychic or a medium, onto a grandma. Like they're warm and they're soft and they like to crochet and they like to sit down. But I feel like your grandmother was not that. She was just like, I want to have fun. I want to go on adventures. I want to do things. I want to see things. I want to be things. But I feel like she took everyone she loved with her on all these adventures. Like she collected people and brought them with her. She just lived life to the fullest, and she was really mad when her body started to break down. I totally can relate because I have muscular dystrophy, so it's just like everything just slows right down. And I feel like she feels like she didn't have enough adventure time. So it's almost as if what just happened.
Stupid cat!
Which one?
The 30-pound,
CJ!
the 30-pound white cat. Oh,
Sorry for interrupting the show.
oh,
It's perfectly fine. We love the kitties. Where was I? Back to grandma. Okay.
yep.
Jenny. Is she watching her camera, like reading my lips, or is she able to hear me today?
I think she's doing both. Her ears are kind of rough today.
Yeah. I will send you some healing energy, Jenny. So grandma feels like she was really angry with her body shutting down. Like the movement slowed down. She was having a hard time just getting around doing things. And for her, she was very independent. She was very active, like just loved to do things, especially like being outdoors and just breathing fresh air. Like she's showing me like taking deep breaths of fresh air, like I don't know if it's like mountain air, but she's just showing me just
Desert air,
taking these deep
probably.
breaths.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Desert air. Probably in the desert. That was her favorite place.
Mm-hmm. I have a past life out in the desert. I have a body out there somewhere. I have to.
We all have bodies. We just don't tell people where they are.
I was buried out in the desert somewhere in some lifetime, but I think it was the Sahara, but I'm not positive on that. I have to go back and check. But she just wants you to have that freedom and feel that freedom. And that's where that, like, she's so proud of you for stepping away from what everybody wanted you to do and just being you. There was a lot of fear there financially for both you and Jenny. Are we going to do it? Are we going to be able to be okay? But grandma's like there cheering you guys on, like every step of the way. She has a son on the other side. She's bringing forward a male.
Oh my God. It could be one of two. She has Tom, who she adopted, and then she had lost a son, I think. She talked about it vaguely.
Okay. We'll just know that she's bringing one of them forward. I'm not sure which one. My lights keep going out. I hope I don't lose power. She's bringing one forward. Let me just see what I can get from that.
All right.
What she's showing me is a man that's much taller than her. But again, even if it was a baby that she lost, like they're not babies still on the other side, if that makes sense to you.
Mhm.
So I don't know if you know anything about the adopted one that she had, but
I do. And then there was one that went missing.
wow.
Also, but that was a step son
Mm-hmm.
that went missing. He was off doing some job for the military and he never came back, from what I remember. I don't know exactly.
The one that she's showing me is very, very much taller than her. Like he towers over her. And I would picture him, what I'm seeing is anywhere between 25 and 35 age bracket. But again, on the other side, they're not always.
Yep. That would be Butch, probably.
Okay. Is that the one that disappeared?
Yep.
Okay. So she's bringing him forward, saying that, he's there. and
That's
he's
cool.
with her. And I don't know anybody, if anybody needs to know that, but if they do, like, please pass that message along.
I will.
She has her arm linked in his, and it's a sense of pride. I don't know where the pride is coming from, why she's showing me pride, whether she found him or like she's just happy that, she reconnected with him, or I really don't understand the message with that. But let's see. She's wiggling her hands at me now. Like they're all fixed. They're all
She
fixed.
can use them.
Yeah, they're all fixed. All right. Do you have any questions for Grandma that I can help with? Or
No,
I think the
I
main
was
message from her is she's really proud of you. Like, she's really
that was
glad that you're
I
doing
was just afraid she was angry at me because I
never in a
maybe
million
did
years.
a couple of things that I know she would have wanted me to do, and I didn't do them quite that way. Yeah.
They learn on the other side too that sometimes what they think isn't always the right thing too. So,
Mm,
you know.
well, it's kind of amazing. This is amazing. I'm taken back.
Thank you so much. All right. Well, if you don't have any questions for me, is there anyone else you wanted to connect with?
Is my dad anywhere present?
What's your dad's name?
Robert
Last name?
Bentley. Same as mine. We should learn not to take it away.
So connecting with his energy, I'm wanting to clear my throat. Does that make any sense to you? Just immediately getting his energy. I just want to. So
Okay.
that could mean one of many things. That could mean that like he cleared his throat a lot, which is one of the obvious reasons. It also could be like a smoking related, lung related disease, like COPD, pneumonia, any kinds of those things. Does that make sense to you?
He did smoke. He was a
Okay.
smoker.
Okay. It's really interesting how they show themselves to me because like it's like a translation thing I don't always understand. So I'm seeing like y'all are going to see the strap marks on the side of my face from my BiPAP machine, but I'm seeing like from this perspective, like underneath his neck and part of his shoulder and his chest, but he's showing me like bare skin and I don't understand what that means. So I'm going to tell you what I think it might mean. But if it doesn't resonate, that's okay. So I don't know why he would show me his bare skin through his neck and his shoulder, unless he had something going on with the neck, the shoulder, and the skin. So like skin cancer or rashes or something just going on underneath the skin within the tissues. I don't know what that means.
Carotid artery, maybe?
Okay, yeah, definitely,
Yep.
because that's the
Okay.
side of the neck. Did that have?
Okay.
Does that resonate
That
with you
does.
at all? Okay,
Yes, absolutely.
thank you for helping me through that. It's really weird that he keeps showing me like his bare skin though. Like,
He never wore a shirt.
okay. So
I was
thank you for that
27.
validation. He will stop showing me now.
I was 27 when my dad passed away.
Okay.
And yeah.
Was he a robust man? Because he's showing me he's got some weight to him. He's not really big.
No.
But, okay.
At his heaviest, he was probably 170 pounds, but he usually was
that's not
about
that big.
145.
That's okay.
But robust might be his dad.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe like they're both kind of how do I say this? I can see them both trying to get to me at the same time.
Yeah. Why for the attention? Okay. So we'll just keep going with it. And we want to talk to Robert Bentley. Please step aside. Like, you got to take turns, everybody. So we got Grandpa trying to shove in too.
Well, they both share the same name.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Right.
Yes.
Okay. So we want Dad, not Grandpa. Sorry, Grandpa. Like, You just gotta wait your turn.
But I
Another
was his favorite.
time. So he's showing me that inside his blood vessels, my lights, I don't know if you guys can see my lights flickering, but they just keep going out. He's showing me like white stuff inside his arteries. So I don't know if he had like plaque buildup or had like stuff going on, heart related. Usually a like heart disease or heart attack, they'll give me like pressure in my chest and I can't breathe. But like, did he have like high cholesterol or things going on with the actual
Oh, I'm
arteries
sure.
itself?
He
Okay.
really didn't take care of himself.
Okay.
And that's persuasion why he died so early.
Okay. So now I'm getting a more relaxed feeling. So there's two things that I attribute those to. One is alcohol. They like to drink beer. Or the other is like when they bring me through their passing and their body starts to relax. It's just it, and I feel like he's bringing me through his passing because my body's slowing down. It's slowing down, and I can just feel like it's almost like I can hear it slowing down. It's like, does that make sense to you?
It does, because I think that his death has always been a question.
Okay.
And
Hold on, don't tell me.
Okay.
Let's just
I
go
think
through
that
it.
his
Okay.
death has always been a question because it just happened so offhandedly.
Okay. Let me see what I can get because he's obviously trying to bring me through it. So I can tell you that most people that bring me through the death process, and this is what happens, and you can hear my speech getting slower and slower, is usually, I don't feel like my organs are shutting down. I would feel that. It usually has to do with the brain. Something's going on with the brain and things are just slowing down. So this like seizures, stroke, something going on with the brain where everything's just slowing. That's all I can say is he's saying it's slowed down. Everything just slowed down. And it's like, I don't know if he just stopped breathing, but it's just like I can't breathe anymore. I'm still consciously here and I'm speaking as if I'm him. I'm still consciously here. I can see, but nothing is working. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, because it was January 29th when he died, and it was the driveway where he was found.
Okay.
So we all know in northern New York what the temperature is on January 29th.
Sure. This past
So,
January 29th, it was like 20 degrees.
yeah. So we're talking 1997 he died. So
Mhm.
I know it had to be cold. We're talking 30 years ago before global warming.
Okay. Was he found outside?
He was.
Okay. And was it a while before he was found and he was just like,
I'm going to say yes.
okay, 97. Why is that? That's the year I graduated high school. That's why that year sounds familiar to me.
You guys are such babies.
Oh, stop. So it's important for you to know that there was no suffering.
Okay.
I don't feel like he froze to death. What I feel is that he had something going on with his head. And if it was a stroke, they would have found a blood clot or something in his brain, but I feel like they didn't find anything. They didn't understand. So what he's showing me is that it was just like his brain shut down. And I don't really understand that. But there was no pain, there was no fear. And I don't know if you wondered if he was cold because he's saying I wasn't cold. So
Yeah. And his dog. Is he with his dog? Does he have that little scruffy dog with him?
I wouldn't be surprised. He hadn't brought me to that process yet of where like he was still bringing me through the death process, but
They died in the same exact spot.
okay. His dog stayed with him. That's why the dog died. He wouldn't leave his side. But who was supposed to be there? It was like somebody was supposed to be there and they weren't. Like somebody was supposed to show up at a certain time and they didn't.
Um, all I know is he was putting a trailer on the back of a van, and I think my mother was supposed to be there or do something, and by the time my dad was found, it was too late.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
That's hard. That's so hard. So not placing blame on your mom. He's just like, so you validate that, I'm
Oh, I place blame on her.
okay. That's fine. Your prerogative. I'm just
I don't
saying,
know
like,
if my
he's
dad
placing-
would, but yeah, I found many years later I was in the right place.
And hold on. I'm seeing like the progression of things. You have a brother?
I do.
Okay. Hold on. Showing me the brother, but I'm not sure why he's bringing him forward.
Please tell me I don't have to go get him.
Hold on. Why do you just show me? He's showing me your brother standing by your side. So, are you always having to rescue him?
I always used to have to rescue him. Now I just avoid him.
Okay. He's showing me you by, like, not you by his side, he's showing me him by your side. I don't know why. That's significant. I don't feel like I should say to you he would be there for you, because I don't think that's the case. Does that make sense to you?
No,
Okay.
no. It wouldn't be because he has passed over, right?
No, because he's showing me by your side.
Oh God, I hope he doesn't come find me.
So to me, that could mean that you guys are really close in age, like almost twins. Does that make sense?
We look a lot alike, but
Okay.
we are over 5 years apart,
Okay.
and we live
That's
totally
fine.
different lifestyles.
Let me just stick with it for a minute and see if I can get some more information from that. Please put this in a language that I can understand.
Now that I have this scar over my eye, I really look like him.
Stop getting yourself into situations like that. Was it the cat?
No, it was a picture frame.
Nice. I unfortunately think that you're going to be stuck with him for a long time.
Oh boy. Okay.
So
But we're on opposite coasts, as I know right now.
that's okay. Probably maybe in a few years, or as you
He
get
can stay
older.
there. It's okay if he stays there.
Right. But what I'm getting from that is that dependency on you, unfortunately. And I feel like, I don't know if he has a significant other or not, but it's like they're showing me the same relationship between you and him as you and Jenny. So it's like, not that you have the same close relationship, but it's that same, you're going to have that same connection where, you and Jenny kind of work together to make things work for your lifestyle. And I feel like at some point you and your brother are going to be in that same situation, and your brother is going to be like, I don't know if he'll be living with you or by your side. Like he's very adamant that he's by your side. So
Could it be my son?
nope, it's definitely your brother. Yeah. You know how some people, like, I feel like when I get old, I'm sorry.
I prefer it to be my son.
I understand. But it's I don't understand it. I feel like he's gonna need you, and you're just gonna be there. Like, it's
Okay.
I feel like it's unavoidable, but your life is your choice, right?
Right. Well, he'll have to bathe and cut his hair and all that stuff.
I think he might get there.
I don't know. That part I don't know.
So is he recovering for something, or he needs to recover from something?
I think he was just left in a mess after my mom passed away, and he lives a very easy lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
I have this feeling. I mean, he has a Facebook. He lives in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if he's happy, but I know that his lifestyle's easy.
Mm-hmm. I feel like he's going to come to depend on you at some point.
Oh gosh, no.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Sorry, Jenny. I'll stop covering my mouth. I know she can't read my lips. I almost feel like I heard her say, "Stop covering your mouth."
That's how we talk about Jenny when we don't want her to know.
You're right next to me.
And she has clean hearing aids, so we know she can hear.
Nice. All right. So, hold on. Let's see what else I can get from Dad. Super funny. He just like stood there and puffed his chest out like super dad. Like, I don't know if he thought he was super dad or what.
I did.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
he was.
It's a validation for you.
Yeah.
Your mom has more recently passed though, right?
She did.
Okay. So, you're not going to like this,
Oh, I'm sure.
but he's saying like you need to let that go.
She's so toxic. I don't know if I can. My grandmother let it go, so maybe I can.
So here's the thing. Your dad, although not perfect, has had a lot of time on the other side to learn. Your mom, not so much. And I feel like she's not coming through. This is your dad talking about your mom. She is in a I don't know if you've listened to me talk about the learning place where they go to when they cross over. But when people pass on, they have to see how they've affected other people's lives and what they've done. And your dad is saying like he's had a lot of time on the other side in his learning place, learning how he affected other people's lives. And he was nowhere near as anything like your mom. Does that make sense to you? So he's saying she's having a rough time of it. And you don't have to forgive her for her to learn her lesson. He wants you to let go of it so that when you cross over, you don't have to spend as much time dealing with it. Does that make sense?
A lot, yes.
Yeah. So it's for your benefit to release that, not hers. But he's saying like she has a lot to deal with on the other side right now because she did a lot of things. And she's, more importantly, he says that she said a lot of things that she's having to just review. And she's not even in a place where she's ready to acknowledge the things that she's done. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, because she doesn't think anything she does is wrong.
She didn't.
Or
She has to learn
inappropriate.
that. Right. But she has to learn that. So he's saying like he doesn't want you to have to face the same thing when you cross
To
over.
change my ways. Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of like the Ebenezer Scrooge Christmas Carol. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But he just wants you to let it go for your own heart, not for her sake.
that makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense. I appreciate that coming from him because I pretty much don't like her
was a
because
lot.
of him.
That's a lot. Yeah.
She was more than just being extra. She was volatile sometimes.
Yep. We all come here to learn an important lesson and to teach lessons. And she taught a lot of lessons, but now it's her turn to learn.
I know.
Hi, CJ. I know you can't hear me, but Thanks for coming on. I've been waiting for William to see him. He's so
The screen's
cute.
over there.
I haven't seen him. Jenny, how long has it been? It's been forever. I think like 4 or 5 years.
Oh, here we go. I know. Come here.
So those of you that are watching, CJ is deaf and he can't hear himself meow. So he has no idea that he's being an interrupting cow right now.
Do you feel me stressed? It's okay.
Yes. He is the best cat for a stressed person.
Oh.
Here we go.
He's making bread. So your dad needs you to know that he is so proud of you.
Oh,
You are
that
such
makes
a
me feel
strong, independent, amazing, like your heart just shines. And your heart matches his, so he says that you're most like him, right?
I am.
Yeah. And you went through a really hard time in a previous relationship. And he's showing me a shotgun. So
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if he had like this thing, like dad. I mean, it's dad's kind of a, like, my dad wasn't like that, but you know, I'm gonna shoot that mother effer. But you know, I don't know why he's showing me the shotgun.
I do.
Okay, could you elaborate?
He didn't like anybody. Nobody was good enough. And the two that he got to meet, I think he liked one more than the other, but he asked me not to leave and get married, and I did it anyway.
He likes your lifestyle now because you live for yourself and not
Yes.
other people.
Yes.
He says to not be worried about money. He was worried about money all the time. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
He says not to be worried about money. He's got you covered.
So he needs to start letting it fall from the sky then.
No matter what, it'll come to you.
Okay.
You just have to believe that it's coming. So he's taking credit. So whatever, I don't know. Go scratch some lottery tickets, girl, but don't spend all your money.
Yeah, I don't see lottery tickets.
Okay. Does Jenny like hoard them all, or I don't understand?
I just don't. I've never done it, so it's not something. I bought one lottery ticket in my life, and it was for
I'm gonna win the lottery. Remember?
I know. She's going to win the lottery. I'll just help her count it.
No. Let me enlighten you. You don't count the money. You weigh the money, because you want to have enough of it that you don't even have time to count it. You just weigh it.
That's right.
You just weigh it.
Life goals, you guys. Life goals. Okay,
well, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. I'm not done though.
Oh,
He's
jeez.
showing me stuff. I'm sorry. Are you tired? Do you need a break?
I'm just kind of glad that he's there, because I always wondered.
So, I just moved my camera. Sorry to shake you up there. He's showing me a stopwatch, or like one of those old pocket watches. So I don't know what that represents for him. Maybe time was cut short. Has to do with time. But I feel like how old is your son right now?
20, 19.
Okay. Is he having a hard time? Like, I feel like he's stuck. So he's showing me. Yeah, he's showing me him standing there, and he's like, he's afraid to move forward. So I don't know if he has something going on right now, but he's showing me like he's stuck, and like he has to act. He has to act. So I don't know what that means for him. He has to act.
He just got back from college. He just started a new job, and he was away from home for almost 2 years.
Okay.
And he's just readjusting. But I ditch him for a month at a time.
My son's away at college right now.
To see if he can balance things on
so
his own.
that makes sense with the time. So he's feeling stuck because you're gone. So he has to do things on his own. And then it's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So like, I feel like your father bringing that forward is just like, I feel like he wants you to maybe check in with him more. I'm not really sure what that means, but he's like showing me that watch, like time is the most important thing. And like, I really struggle with time because I feel like it's like time is a trap. It's an illusion. Like I'm all about, I hate being on time and I hate it when people tell me to be somewhere at a certain time because it drives me nuts.
I don't know who that could be.
No, but I'm just trying to explain that everybody's only given so much time on this planet.
Okay.
So I don't know if he's like missing you and not saying anything, or if your dad wants you to check in with him more because he's saying, I think it's like your dad didn't have enough time or he doesn't feel like he had enough time on this planet with his kids. So maybe he's trying to like bring your attention to not wasting that time. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fantastic. Do we have any questions for Dad?
I don't think so. I think he presented a lot more than I expected.
Right? And for being gone so long too, right?
Oh, he's been gone. Well, I have a daughter that was born just after he died.
Mm-hmm.
So it was almost simultaneous.
Oh boy.
Like 3 minutes apart.
Wow.
But she's not my favorite. My son is my favorite.
You're not supposed to say that.
But it's true.
Oh God, you're killing me.
And my son looks like my dad's father, actually. Mm-hmm. I'm just not sure about the hairiness with the whole beard and mullet.
Oh no.
Yeah, when he went away to college, he was very clean shaven and short hair and went to the barber every 2 weeks. And he didn't come back like that.
Oh no. Just know that everything changes.
He is the one out servicing everybody this weekend in these terrible temperatures in Plattsburgh. So, yeah. He's on call all weekend, so anybody who doesn't have heat.
Oh no.
That's him.
Interesting. What company does he work for? I'm curious if he comes out to my place.
He's an HVAC tech for Rennie's Repair right now.
What's his name?
Troy.
I don't know if Troy's been here, but Rennie's Repair is who comes to my place and services everything. So he probably
Well, you would know. You would know when he comes in. He looks like a huge polar bear.
A huge polar bear. It's a small world, I tell you.
He was the center boy. Like
he was the what?
He was a center lineman for his high school football team, so he's not small. He'd be like 3 of my dad.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Troy yet, but you know.
Oh, you'll know.
Yeah, he's gonna walk through my door and I'll be like, "You're Troy, aren't you?" And he's gonna be like, "What? Who the hell are you?"
Do you know my mom is what he's gonna say.
That's what my son says too all the time. Like, do you?
Or do you know Jenny? It'll be one of the two.
For sure. All right. Do you have any questions for Dad before we release that connection?
I don't. I just want to say thank you.
You're welcome so much, and thank you so much for Jenny. For Jenny, I've never seen her shine so bright. She's so happy, and I'm so glad.
It's not an easy job, but I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I know. She's amazing.
She is. Now if we could just make her see what we see.
I know. I've been trying a really long time.
Listen, I'll trade you for ears.
I'll trade you for legs. Don't play the pity party with me, girl.
How about we just do something with the hair? I'm good with the hair.
We can do some bargaining here.
I keep wanting to just cut it all off, but I'm just lazy.
Listen, I got a cosmetology license. Jenny knows where I live.
I do.
You'd have to be willing to do what I want, which means take it all off. And there's not a hairdresser out there that's been willing.
Well, you know, I had a friend that she wasn't my friend at the time. I had just met her, and she had this beautiful red hair all the way down to her butt. And she says, I want it this long. I cut it all off. And then she cried. And I said I would never do that again.
I would promise not to cry. I've done it once before, but I've not found other than me doing it myself.
I can do it. You just say the word, but you got to come all the way to New York. So.
Oh, that's. You've got a better chance of me coming north before Jenny will.
That's because they'll try to keep her.
She's just not feeling it.
It's okay. I'm not feeling it neither, and I'm already here. So.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Renee. It was great to meet you. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Thank you.
I hope you guys have a great night.
You too. Stay warm.
I'm going to try, Jenny. I'll see you guys later.
Oh, here she comes to fix my machine to tell me what I'm supposed to do now.
That's okay. I'll probably cut you off first. Bye.
Okay, good. Bye. Thank you.
All right, you guys. That was so much fun. I know I spent a lot of time on Renee, but I feel like she really needed those messages.
I gotta go to site office.
Still talking. I can hear her. There we go. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Today was week 8 of Messages with Spirit, and I'm doing my best. I'm hanging out here. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will be back next Friday, and you can always find me on Facebook, Wednesday Messages with Spirit, and Manifestation Mondays, and I've been doing some healing videos too. So